Okay, guys, today's session is on the power of visualization. Now, there's two kind of points that I want to maybe touch on here. And the first one is that every great leader, philosopher, thinker has agreed on one thing. They basically disagreed on everything else about success. And that one thing is we become what we think about. We think 60,000 thoughts every single day on average, depending on which school of thought you subscribe to. That's a lot of thoughts. Now, every thought that you have, that you dwell on, creates a feeling within your body. How you feel creates the actions that you take, and the actions cause the results. We truly do, whether we want to admit it or we don't want to admit it, we get what we focus on. You know, angry people spend time thinking about arguments they've had and preparing for future ones. They spend time in the shower replaying it and, oh, I should have said this and this is what I'm going to do. You know, wealthy people, when they're in the shower, they're sitting there thinking about investments. How can I get better at this? How can I multiply my money? How can I do better? Healthy people are thinking about exercises, what they're going to eat. So I want to ask you, what is it that you think about the most? And I don't want you to go surface level. Like, imagine that you're driving to work. There's nothing to think about. Where does your mind go? What do you think about constantly? When you're in the shower, when you're washing the dishes, when you don't have to focus, where does your mind go? What are you thinking about? And you'll probably find that, hey, if I'm thinking about that, for me, there's times when I know that things are not going well for me. If I'm in the shower and I'm thinking about how I wish I could go back 5 years and change something, I know that I'm not in a good mood. Why? Because it makes me feel regretful, makes me feel guilty because I'm thinking about it. So I can't go back and change it. I know that I'm doing well when I'm sitting in the shower and I'm thinking about what I'm going to talk about on these calls or with clients, how I'm going to help people. I know that I'm in the best version of myself when I'm doing that. And a lot of this comes back to what are you thinking about consistently about your goals? What are your thoughts about your goals? Do you think about your goals at all? A lot of people, like for me, I carry a goal card around. I read this 3 or 4 times a day. Probably too much information, but sometimes when I sit down on the toilet, I just whip it out and instead of my phone, just read it. I read it all the time. Why? Because I want it front and center. I want my thoughts to be focused on it. My life gets infinitely better when I try and focus as much of my thinking every day. I have audio things that I listen to of affirmations directed to my goal. Why? It's just trying to trigger me to think about my goal more. Because what you think about expands. But the second thing I wanted to talk about is that our mind thinks in images. It does. If I ask you, how do you drive a car? You're going to see a car and you're going to say, well, you put your, I don't know, depending on what kind of car, whether you push a button or turn a key, you go through it in your mind. This is it. This is what you do. If I say to you, what does your fridge look like? An image comes out. What's in it? You see the inside of it. Anytime that I ask, if I say to you, what does your goal look like? Maybe an image comes to mind. Maybe it's clear. Maybe it's really vague. A lot of people who I talk to about their goal, they're like, oh, yeah, I'm earning this much money. And it's like, but there's no depth to it. There's no, they can't tell me about the finer details. I'm saving to buy a house with me and my partner by the end of this year. I can tell you where it is. I can tell you how many bedrooms it has. I can tell you what the inside of it looks like. I can tell you all the details. I can tell you everything that you want to know. Why? Because I'm focusing on it. I'm building it out. Now, you might think, why is it important to know what it looks like in images? Because, and this is really important, your mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. I don't know about you guys, but have you ever had a nightmare and you've woke up and you're just like, nothing happened to you? Your mind saw something so clearly, so vividly, it felt it. You felt the danger. Most people are anxious. Why? Because they're visualizing in vivid detail and attaching meaning to images that cause them to feel anxious. It's what a lot of it is. So today I want to talk about, and we're going to do some journaling around how to create a positive image of our goal. A lot of people come to me and they tell me about their goal. In one breath, they tell me what they want. And in the second breath, they tell me all the reasons why they can't, why it's going to be hard. What that means is they have an image of their goal, but they do not have a pleasant image about the journey or what it entails. Whenever you see an image, you're going to feel a pulling to or away from. If I say to you right now, imagine getting up tomorrow at 5 a.m. and going to the gym, you're going to have a feeling within you, saying, yeah, that's a good idea, or a pulling away. If I say to you, you're not allowed to have burgers for the next year, you're going to have a feeling that comes to mind because you're going to see all these times when you're going to miss out. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to connect to emotionally our goals. We're going to see them, we're going to feel into them. So, what I want you to do right now is just take a pen and paper if you don't already have that, or you can open up something on your device and just write a topic heading Mindset Mondays, the power of visualization. And if you want, you can put the date, which is the 20th of the 4th. Okay, excellent. All right, we're going to jump into it. So either pen and paper or you can do it with a device. The question number one, I want you to pick a goal, something that you really want to accomplish by the end of this year. Something that you want to have succeeded. Maybe you want to have it done in a few months' time, but you've still got it at the end of the year. But I want it to be something that's important and meaningful. And I want you to write it down and make it specific. So write down number one, by the end of the year, I desire to now have. By the end of the year, I desire to now have. And if you've already got a clearly defined goal that maybe is in August or September, write that one by August or September. And don't overthink this. Go with your gut. What does your gut tell you you want? Maybe it is a house. Maybe it's an income. Maybe it's a partner. Maybe it's a desired level of health. Maybe it's a kind of relationship, whatever it is. And you don't have to show this to anyone. Don't worry, you don't have to tell me. It's just for you. And once you've got that goal written down, just give me a thumbs up so I know to move on to the next question. Thanks, Alan. Yeah, you can do the emoji. Thanks, Kay. Thanks, CB. Thanks, Lee. Good to see you there, Simi. Thanks for coming along. Sahara, I don't think I said welcome to you before. Welcome. All right, perfect. All right, number two. I want you to now take a few minutes to write a clear description of what this goal would look like being lived. A lot of people say, oh, it's this house. And it's like, what would your life be like if you had accomplished the goal? And you can answer this by writing. Number two, when my goal is accomplished, what I see happening is. When my goal is accomplished, what I see happening is. Write whatever comes to you. Take a deep breath if you need to feel into it. What I see happening is myself being really happy. I see myself feeling really driven. I see myself pulling into that driveway. I see me and my partner having this beautiful moment when we get the keys. Add emotion to it. Add desire. If it's that level of health, I see myself running up that hill in one shot with ease, with no pain in my knees. And if you're struggling to come up with it, something that's good, this exercise is going to be even more beneficial for you. Think about what's going to be meaningful. I see my dad giving me a big hug and saying, well, I'm really proud of you. Whatever it is for you. All right, amazing. Great work, guys. And if you want to, just leave a few lines so you can come back and add to this later. Don't just have to do this once. You can come back and add to it. Maybe an idea will come to you. Oh, and it's got a beautiful garden. I can see myself weeding it. See myself buying a lawnmower again. Whatever it is for you. But number three, and this is important here because we do not come up with goals to get, we come up with goals to grow, to expand, to become more capable, more loving, experience better, like different emotions, overcome challenges. That's what we have goals for. So, number three, what are you grateful for about having this goal? What is it allowing you to experience? And you can write this by writing, I'm grateful I have this goal because I'm grateful I have this goal because I'm going to get to become an even better partner to my partner. I'm going to get better at saving and investing and multiplying money. I'm going to become even better at adding service to clients. I'm going to feel really proud of myself. What are you going to be grateful for about? Feel into it. Take a deep breath whenever you need to. And notice how, as you're answering this, you're feeling a pull towards your goal. You're feeling it's like it's like an honor that you've been bestowed with this beautiful gift of having this want, having this desire. That's what a goal is. It's a gift. It's a gift of expansions. It's a gift of growth. Beautiful. And again, leave a few lines if you want to add to it later. And just finish up what you're writing. Now, question number four. And I think this is really important because it's great to have a goal, it's great to have an ideal, but it's also really good to have an idea of how you might get there. Neville Goddard said it really well when he said, live with the ideal, feel it, experience it as if it's real, let it pull you forward, but do not neglect the practical. Otherwise, you're just a castle builder in your mind. So, number four, imagining that your goal is accomplished. What would you have become really good at to achieve this? What skill or ability might you have gotten better at? And you can dot point your answers. You can write, to achieve my goal, I became really good at. To achieve my goal, I became really good at. What might you have become really good at? Look at your goal. What does it require you to step into? Maybe it's I became really good at consistently exercising in sustainable ways. I became really good at earning money and saving it and or putting it away. Maybe it's a personal one. I became really good at setting boundaries. I became really good at asking for what I want. Maybe it's more practical. I became really good at creating a plan and following through. But for every goal, there's something that you're definitely going to have to get good at. Maybe it's coaching, maybe it's exercising, maybe it's having a workout plan, maybe it's having a good diet. Every goal requires growth, which requires becoming better or more at something. All right, excellent. Now, this is a really important thing here. What I want you to do is I want you to have a look at that list and I want you to underline the thing that you want to get good at sooner rather than later. You look at it and go, that's very necessary to the goal. I have a desire to get. Now, don't pick something that you think you have to get good at to start off with. I want you to pick something on that list that you actually want to get good at. It's a lot better when you want it rather than telling yourself you should. A lot of the times when you end up thinking, oh, I need to get good at that, or should, and you don't actually want to, you end up fighting yourself most of the time. And you don't end up actually making much progress. And even if you start doing it, you don't enjoy it, and then you give up on it eventually anyway. So what's one thing, underline it or highlight it, the one thing you want to get good at or improve? Has everyone got something underlined or highlighted? Perfect. Perfect. Now, this is important. Number 5. This is where most people love the goal, they hate the journey. We need to find a bit of joy within the journey. So I want you to, for number 5, assume that you're going to get really good at this skill. You're going to become really good at it. Why are you grateful that you're doing that? Why are you grateful that you're going to become really good at this? So, number 5, I'm grateful I'm going to get really good at this skill because I'm grateful I'm going to get really good at this skill because. And again, take a deep breath if you want to. Why are you grateful that you're going to get good at this? And feel your way into it. Excellent. And just noticing how you're feeling more of a desire building in within you to go do that thing. Being grateful for something that you want to do is one of the fastest ways to help you feel like you want to do it. Remember, whenever we're presented with something that we want to do, an idea, we always feel either a pulling towards or away from, based on our perception of whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether it's going to cause us pain. When we're grateful for it, even if it is going to cause us a little bit of pain, there's a certain sense of gratitude for that pain, for the growth. All right, excellent work, guys. Well done. And because you're stuck here for this long and you just did that whole journaling exercise, give yourself a pat on the back. You could have been anywhere on this Monday. You could have given up and been like, "Oh, I can't be bothered. I don't want to grow. I don't want to think good thoughts about something difficult." Could have ran away and you didn't. So well done to you for being here. All right, now we are going to jump into our guided visualization slash meditation. It'll go for about 10 minutes. So I want you to just take a moment to get yourself comfortable. Shake out any energy that's in your body if you're feeling uncomfortable. Even stand up and stretch out if you need to. Meditating when you feel uncomfortable is really, it's just not fun. I'll just be honest with you about that. It's really not fun. Now, unfortunately, for the first time in like, I can't even remember when, I haven't loaded the track yet. So bear with me for a second. Just take a moment to get yourself nice and comfortable. All right, the track there, beautiful. Just stretching out, just taking a few light breaths, just getting yourself nice and paired. Just feel yourself into the space. I'm just going to play some music. Beautiful. Just fully arriving to the space. Feeling yourself relax. If you haven't already, just gently close your eyes. Just giving yourself permission to be here, to be present, to relax. Just feel yourself taking control over your mind, slowing it down, letting go of any thoughts, any expectations, anything that's on your mind. Just take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, just releasing anything that's not conducive to this meditation. We're going to start with a breathing exercise where we're going to take 6 really deep breaths in through our nose, feeling like we've got a hook on the top of our head pulling us up towards the ceiling. And when we breathe out through the mouth and just allowing ourselves to just drop back down. Now these are going to be slow, deep breaths. And we'll take our first inhale together in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in through your nose, really deep. Feel yourself rising up, your spine straightening out, and release out through your mouth. Feeling yourself relax, pull back down. Breathe in, all the way in, into your stomach, into your chest. Feel your body expand upwards, and release out through your mouth. Breathe in, all the way in, really deep breath. And breathe out, all the way out. Breathe in, all the way in. Allow a smile come to your face. And breathe out, all the way out. Feeling your body slow down, your mind slowing down. Breathe in, all the way in. Breathe out, all the way out. Now last one, breathe in, all the way in, really deep breath, all the way in. Feel yourself rising up. And breathe out, all the way out, allowing yourself to relax. And in your mind, I want you to imagine your goal. Imagine that this is the moment that it has been realized. And let an image or a scene come to mind where your goal is now achieved. And in this image, I want you to focus on everything you can see, all the little details. If there's people around, see what they're wearing. If there's colors, focus on the colors. Any details that show your goal is now realized, I want you to focus and see everything you can. And in this vision, as you're seeing your goal be realized, I want you to focus on what you're really grateful for in this moment. Is it the accomplishment? Is it how you feel? Is it the impact that this goal is having? What are you grateful for in this moment? Take a deep breath into that feeling of gratitude. Feel it welling up within you. Deep breath out. And as you're seeing this image and you're focusing on what you're grateful for, I want you to see a friend, a loved one in this image in some way, shape, or form, any way that they can be there. And I want you to imagine that they're looking at you and just congratulating you, saying well done. That they're proud of you, that they're impressed to a degree. They're just celebrating it, and just hear what it is that they might be saying to you in this moment. And imagine that you say thank you. You can give them a hug if you want to. Feel that hug, that handshake, whatever it is. See their smile, feel your own smile. Take a deep breath into it. Breathe out. And imagine that you go to the bathroom. And in this bathroom, wherever it is, you can see this full-length mirror. And you're looking at yourself. In this moment when you achieved your goal, you look satisfied, you look happy, and you just smile at yourself. And imagine that you're looking at this person who has helped you achieve your goal. They did all the hard things. They were brave, they were courageous, they were resilient. And I want you to look at yourself in the mirror and I want you to thank yourself. Look at yourself, say your name. Say your name. I'm thankful to you because. Let it flow out, whatever comes to you. Just take a deep breath into that. Whatever emotion came up, just feel it, breathe into it. Deep breath out. And as you look at yourself in the mirror, give yourself a little high five to the glass, a big smile, whatever feels right to you. And I want you to just focus on the fact that you've achieved your goal. Thinking about everything you're grateful for, how thankful you are to yourself, how it's impacted other people around you in this moment, and just focus on how you feel. And with a big, deep breath into your nose, a deep breath out. In your mind, you think about where you're at right now, achieving your goal, and you think back on all the things that you did, all the things that you got good at along the way. And let a few of the prominent things come to you. What skills or abilities you got really good at. And as you think of them and everything you had to do to get here, just giving yourself and the universe a little bit of gratitude that you stuck with it, that you got good at these things. Just thinking about why you're grateful that you did those things and developed those skills. Take a deep breath in to whatever's coming up for you, any emotions. Deep breath out. And take one last look at your goal being achieved. The result that you got. That scene that you can see. And in your mind, I want you to repeat after me. This I will achieve. I am the creator of my own reality. Whatever I focus on, I can move towards. Whatever I am grateful for, I move towards and it moves towards me. I am grateful that I have this goal. I am grateful that I'm getting good at what's required to achieve this goal. Just take a beautiful, long, deep breath in through your nose. Feel your body expand. Feel powerful energy radiating all the way through you as you breathe it in. Really deep breath. Hold it. Feel into that beautiful energy in your body right now. And as you breathe it out, feel yourself just relax into it. This goal is yours. These abilities are yours. And it feels so good to know that. And with another deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, let go of the images in your mind and slowly come back into your body. Feel yourself coming back into your body, noticing the temperature of the room around you, noticing how your body feels. And with another deep breath in, deep breath out, invite some motion into your body. You can wiggle your fingers, your toes, move your shoulders. And as you slowly come back into your body, take one last deep breath in. And as you breathe out, you can slowly open your eyes. Well done, and welcome back. Excellent work, guys. Excellent work. And just taking a moment to arrive back in the space. Just do anything you need to do. If you need to write something down, you need to stretch out, you need to remember anything, just go ahead and do that. I want to thank you all for coming, everyone bringing such great energy every week. We've got so many people that come and participate, and I love seeing it. I love running these sessions. We were talking about the other day, this group's been going for 3 years and like 2 months, and we've done weekly sessions every week. I love doing it. I love seeing people come along, especially now that we've got the meetup. What is it? The WhatsApp group. So people are joining that. So this week's challenge will be around what we did in the journaling exercise and a little visualization. So if you do want to join that, please feel free to, yeah, join in on that. If you need to jump off and go off onto the rest of your week, that's amazing. You can do that. I do stay on for the next little while and we open it up to everyone to share a takeaway that they had, a question or an insight. Maybe you want to add something to this conversation that you think is important. And if you can, when you leave the session, if you could give this session a review on Meetup, one of the reasons why we're getting more people come and the members are growing. I actually had a look at the graph where it says members going in. It's just been like this for like the first year, and then like the last year went like that, and then this year it's just gone like this. So I think it's because people keep leaving reviews. So if you're leaving reviews, I do really appreciate it. That's amazing. And if you do need to get on with the rest of your day, that's all right as well. For the WhatsApp group, I do have a little link. Let me just see if I can find it here. There it is. Perfect. There is in this link, there is a thing for PayPal if you do want to help out, just to help the meetup fees. If you want to do that, amazing. There's also a Microsoft form there if you want to leave an anonymous review, because sometimes people don't want to say what they really think on a public thing because they think I might come get them and be like, why'd you say that? No, it's not like that at all. But if you do want to do that, and if you want to be part of our WhatsApp group and do the challenge that we do each week, then you can join there. And if you did have something that you don't want to talk in a public space with about working together, what I do with people is I help people achieve their goals. I help them figure out what's most important, their values. A lot of people, the biggest problem with the goals is they don't set the right one. They set something that they think is going to make them happy because they think it's going to give them something else. They don't really actually go to the core. So what I help people is figure out what they really want and then create a plan to do that. If that's something that you would like to work with someone on, please feel free to reach out. Meetup is the best place to reach me. You can also add me on socials if you want. David Keith Turner on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all that. But I'm not on there very often. I don't really like social media that much. Meetup is probably the best way to get a hold of me. Other than that, I'm going to end the recording. I'm going to turn it over to you guys and see what you guys think about that session and hear what you have to say.